Hey team, welcome to Webisode 95. That's a big number, man. We've been doing this for a while. Calvin's come to visit because he's going to school for the day in Auckland tomorrow, and he's also come to deliver the plastics for our giveaway bike. And Big Nick's on his way around, Emma's on her way around. Emma's going to offer to paint the plastics for us, so we need to figure out a few things there, so it's good that she can come and check those out. And and we're just kind of having a catch up and shooting the shit.
Yeah.
So but the people will be here soon. So we'll get stuck in. There's a lot to talk about. Nice and shiny.
Yeah, I washed it.
Good job.
I just washed it last week.
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing it?
Because I'm behind the camera.
All you have to do is hold
That sounds
it.
like,
Can't be that
a
hard.
stitch-up.
It's not the
Yeah.
fucking Nick show, alright?
Okay. So is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. Hi guys. This is Emma. Emma's part of the bike community here in
Hello.
Auckland. I just met her and she's a painter, so she's going to paint this for us, apparently.
I'll try to.
Yeah.
You got this.
So we're going to try and fix that crack. And that crack. And that crack. Somewhere there. But apart from that, they're not that bad. Just some scuffing on that bit of bog will fix that, eh?
Yeah.
And then the tabs are kind of broken here, but a big washer will make them sit fine. So the tail light is super cool. I think that goes in here, and I kind of like that Yamaha sticker, so I think we should get another one.
Keep it if you can. We'll get another one.
I've got people that will do the if we need decals redone or anything.
Okay, cool. Because I want that one definitely, because I think that's pretty cool for the year of the bike. And then I want my logo on here somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not overly worried. I'm maybe like a more subtle thing on the tank somewhere. But yeah. So there's that one. That one's obviously missing that piece. But apart from that, they're pretty good condition.
Yeah.
Do we keep the shiny badges?
I like
I'd
them.
say so. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah.
And Emma, you've done bikes before, because look, you did your
Yeah.
bike.
This is my bike, my baby.
Look at that paint job.
Not too shabby. But yeah,
This is why we trust you.
I don't really know anything. We'll just see how it goes. This will be my first home project, so
You have to use different primers, for plastic. Is that right?
yeah. Well, you would just use a adhesive promoter and then your normal primer on top if you're sanding to bare plastic. Yeah.
See, she sounds like she knows what she's talking about.
I'm allergic to two-pot paint. I did the colour, and I painted the clear on, and then I started the next day I started getting bumps on my face, and then my face swelled up, and it was like that for over a week. And I couldn't figure out what I thought I'd eaten something, and then I figured out it was because of that.
Do you wear a mask?
No, of course not.
Okay. That might be.
But it wouldn't have helped because
Yeah,
it was
no.
my actual skin. It wasn't like my.
Yeah.
So I think if I ever when I paint 2K again, I'm gonna have to wear a suit
Yeah. No.
and a
makes sense.
proper full face,
That's
which is
what we wear at work.
Yeah, I know, but
Full head to
you
toe.
guys do it all day. And I was working in
Yeah.
a shed that was smaller than this, and I was painting super close because I had tiny little light, and it was winter.
Not ideal.
Yeah, and I was painting on my lunch break.
Smallest violin. So what do you reckon we need to do to get these good?
Sand them down pretty much to bare metal at the parts that are all scuffed up. Put a bit of bog, filler primer, sand that down, and then spray. Should be fine.
Right. Do you write all that down?
She knows what to do.
Yep, sweet. So,
So what colour are you gonna paint?
Did you clear coat over the top of these?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
The whole bike got resprayed because the colour was off, but except the tank because we didn't want to take off the stickers because it
Oh,
wasn't.
so that's original.
Yeah, the tank's original.
Gotcha.
right, so we're going to hit you up once someone figures out how to do all the plastics to an acceptable standard for you.
Sounds great.
High five.
And you can try and help us out with someone who may know how to fix a tank.
Yes, I'll look
Just
into
put the
that.
feelers out anyway.
Yeah, most of the time we just replace tanks if they did.
Yeah.
Which I mean
No,
we can do, but
yeah.
the odds are another one.
The 96
being
tank is going to
broken.
be in
Yeah.
the same condition.
The odds are that because it's a 94, which actually a 1994 XJR 1200 doesn't exist. They only started producing them in 95, so I don't know how that one's registered as a 94, but it is.
Maybe it came in because the way it works here is that we'll get a 24 bike in the middle of 23.
And were they also a 1 year bike because they went to the XR 1300 straight after that? XJ?
No, well, there's another
they
one.
had
There's a
it all.
black one on Trade Me at the moment, and it looks identical.
Yeah.
It's got the same shocks out and everything.
Right. It's a 1200, yeah?
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Those dents are kind of hard because
They were
they're
only
right
for
on
a couple
those
of years, eh?
things. But
The 1200s are only for a couple of years.
and then the 1300 came out. But yeah, anyway, the odds of finding a tank that's in better condition is probably quite hard, being an older bike.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only dent, right?
There's that one. I think there's only that. There's two on that one side. There's one a bit further back as well. There. But that one you could probably bog quite simply.
Confident? You got this. It's going to be awesome.
Am I fixing the tank?
Do we want to bring the community in on this at all? So,
Hey, that's a good idea.
here's
Yeah,
the
let's
three
put
colours.
it to a thing. Okay, so let's all cast our votes and what we think.
Big democracy person.
Not a big democracy person.
If you give people a voice, they use it, and then you've got too many people.
Well,
making
there's only going to be like three choices. We're looking at the factory red, the
Well, I
factory
do
blue,
is-
and the factory black.
I reckon we do a
That's,
poll.
I think this colour.
I think blue.
I reckon do a poll, and then we just decide what we want to do anyway.
Okay, so we'll put a poll on your channel that you're going to ignore.
Yeah.
Emma, what do you think? What colour do you
I
like?
reckon original colour.
Thank you. That's 2 for original.
Yeah, I reckon go for original.
Hey!
No problem.
You lose.
I'm out.
Okay, don't go to Calvin's channel because there's no poll there.
And they could just colour match that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've already got a sample for them.
I mean that sounds like job done.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the YouTube. This is Ethan's bike, which is just been painted, stage 4, 131. I've seen the underside of that motorcycle in my rearview mirror multiple times. I decided to jump on the back of the slow crowd because I don't know, I feel like just kind of a cruise today. There's no need to be crazy about it. One thing I wanted to talk about just quickly was that with the giveaway bike that we're doing and all that kind of stuff, like the reason that certainly for Big Nick and for me as well, the things that we're looking at around riding is like going out with a good group of friends, enjoying your motorcycle, things like that. And those of you that are on our social media are probably well aware that my mental health lately has been less than ideal, to say the very least. And one of the things that unfortunately through that that has kind of fallen away for me is riding. Like, it's not that I don't love my bike and it's not that I don't love riding. There's just things that have happened that have got connections and connotations to riding that have made a lot of things not enjoyable anymore, to the point where I actually have this bike for sale, because I guess I kind of just don't know a lot of things around what I'm trying to do to get myself back on track, if that makes sense. You know, writing the book is helping. Oh yeah, if I hadn't mentioned, I'm in the process of now writing a book, which is, it's going to be a, if you read my Monday morning mental health blogs, I'm actually compiling those somewhat into a bit of a book that's just going to cover off a bunch of different things, and just sort of, it's not necessarily going to have a great ending, but I think that just understanding the struggles that I've been faced with and what I've done to work through them, and I would say that the last 3 months have been incredibly difficult, right up there with losing mum. So, you know, there's things that I've had to work through and understand about myself and about other people and relationships and all sorts of shit, which has been really hard. and there's not much in my life that hasn't had some kind of effect on, if that makes sense, you know, like riding has been not as enjoyable, music, you know, both music I listen to and playing the guitar and stuff, you know, like there's a lot of things that I used to enjoy that I just don't now because of the relationships that those things have to other things, which is something that I'm attempting to take the power back from so that I can enjoy those things again. I wouldn't say I'm there yet. I wouldn't say it's even started working yet. My anxiety all of the time is just completely through the roof. But this is the reason I wanted to do this ride, and Sid knows about this, is that I just really wanted to get some people together that I know, that I care about, and just really try and re-find enjoying riding. And thing is, this is actually the first big ride I've been on in about 2 months, maybe more actually. And actually the last big ride I went on was actually this ride, so yeah, I've been a little bit slack on the old video just because I've been trying to get my head right around riding, which is not working, but you know, I'm trying. But it is good to be around good people. Rory's left his bag open. Silly sausage. Well, we're getting our way down to Raglan. We're on the last little stretch. I am a little bit too in my head around it at the moment still. There's just yeah, so much has happened in the last few months and it's just really hard to shake. But I think the idea of what I'm trying to achieve is to create new memories that kind of override the old ones so that the old ones don't hurt as much anymore. I don't think it's working, but I'll try anyway. Apparently we're going to a cafe called the Stoned Cow, so I wonder if some of those cows got into some pastures, some crops. That actually happened once. When I was younger, I lived in a place called the Horowhenua, which is just north of Wellington, our capital city, and our neighbour was a dairy farmer, and I think he had about 800 or 1,000 cows or something like this, and the other neighbour was a horticulturalist, if you catch my drift, and those cows got into those crops, and those were some very happy cows for a while. Back then I was a chicken farmer, had 600 chickens and used to sell free range eggs. Can you tell YouTube what we're doing today? Can you stay off there on this side so I can see your beautiful face?
We're trying to do a bike meet today, but we seem to be having a bit of support from the local police stations. But yeah, trying to build safer communities together, everybody.
And can you tell the people on YouTube what High Sensations is and what we're doing today?
High Sensation is a collective of brothers that basically just ride motorcycles for the fun of it. And I guess today was meant to be about trying to build a bit of a biking community for people that feel like they don't fit into any sort of category but they enjoy motorcycles. And yeah, that's kind of what today was. There was meant to be a little bit of a show going on as well, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's kind of where, I guess, that's the passion, that's the end goal, is to get everyone on a motorcycle enjoying themselves. So yeah, enjoying life, enjoying freedom. That's me.
I'm getting a coffee, mate. Just a long black.
Can you explain to the people at home what's going on, because there's no entertainment?
Yeah, cops came and pretty much told everyone we can't stunt, so just going to be a park up event now. Yeah, that's pretty much. Hey? Yeah, look at some cool bikes, heaps of bikes.
Like your YouTube channel so people come see your vlog from yesterday.
Go check out Rust the Rider on YouTube. Yep.
So many influences.
I'm being silly.
That's brilliant.
I think they came out okay. Just have a look.
Bikers, what, and everything else.
Because my funny video idea is to get a shitload of us together and go next park outside a police station and then just have one person walking across the road with their helmet on and then turn. There's about 20 bikes and they're all like that and he's like...
Okay, let's do that. That'd be brilliant.
This is an awesome turnout for a first event, and it's a success in itself, to be honest. Even if the cops are here and it's just a hard park and meet, it's good to get the community out and, yeah, have a good time. Unfortunately, we couldn't do what we planned today with the HS boys or any of the stunt boys out, but here's some footage that we rolled from the last event at the motorcycle show.
So I was just watching the video back and I realised that whilst we're trying to tell you guys about the giveaway bike, there's been a lot of other things in this video which I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, throw a subscribe because there's a lot more coming. But first and foremost, we need to do a bunch of thank yous because there is a lot happening behind the scenes as we're trying to put this idea together. So for example's sake, there's a little bit of a process we need to work through, and so my very good friend Lauren, who works at one of the top PR firms in the country, has put together a press release for us. We're still putting together some of the information that's key in that we haven't locked in yet, one of which is going to be the first public display of the giveaway bike, and another one is going to be our major charity partner that we want to partner with. Both of those are very close, but we can't, until it's official, we can't release a press release around it. But then also just people that have seen what we're doing have come forward and say, hey, we want to be a part of this, we want to support what you're doing, which is amazing, and thank you, but it also kind of lets us know that we're going in a right direction with what we're trying to achieve, which is effectively just spreading the joy of what is motorcycling. And that's not just riding, that's the community, it's the tinkering, it's the customization, it's all of those things. But yeah, so big shout out to Resurgence Gear. They've come on board and they're going to give us some vouchers towards gear. So whoever wins the giveaway bike is going to get a voucher for some new gear if they need it. Pro Rider, they're a training place up here in Auckland, but they are nationwide. They've offered some training as well. So then, you know, if maybe you're a bit rusty and you want to dust up your skills before jumping on a big old 1200, you know, there's going to be some training there. Emma, of course, who's at the start of this video, who's a member of the community, she's a friend of ours, and she's just said, hey, look, I've got skills, happy to be a part of it, happy to help. So that for us really is capturing what it is about riding for someone who's not a rider yet, or maybe hasn't seen all the elements of what riding is, can say, hey, wow, this is something that I really want to be a part of. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, get subscribed. I'm going to link all of the links for everybody that you've seen in the video and their channels and what they're doing. Of course, go and see Calvin's channel because there's a lot more happening there. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, team.